What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for an awesome video of how you can finally get swing speed for the Square Golf launch monitor. Kind of, if you have a Garmin R10. So major shout out to Derek over at Rockstar Golf. He's the one that put this together. I'm going to link his website both in the description, in the pinned comments, everywhere. I don't know how. He's a wizard. I don't know how he put this together. He said someone requested this. But this is awesome. I want to preface this by saying by no means am I telling you guys that have the Square to go out and buy a Garmin R10 just for this. But if you're like me, a lot of people out there, you went from a Garmin R10 to maybe a Square or a different launch monitor. So I just have mine laying around. And I've always been saying Square, the big thing it doesn't have is clip speed rather. And mainly I want that for my swing speed training. But major shout out to Rockstar Golf for putting this together. Go check out, he has a YouTube channel as well. Go check him out. And he has a website. He sells awesome control boxes. If you ever see those people that they just hit the buttons down here to aim and to like jump while they're playing, all that stuff, he makes control boxes, and I believe he's a disabled veteran as well, or at least a veteran. So go support him. He has a donation link for the this program, the software that he built for the swing speed training. So I encourage you guys to do that. And also, while we're doing shout outs, shout out to D-Lug Golf. He's the one that put me on to this video that Rockstar Golf did in the software. So shout out to D-Lug as well. But as you can see, the program is running. So all you have to do is you go to rockstargolf.com, you make a account, which is free. You just put in your email, and then you go into the downloads, and you get a zipped file for this program that's running up top, the Rockstar Golf Garmin R10 Swing Speed Training. All you do is you unzip it, and you run the two different programs. So I already had my Garmin paired to my computer from using it back in the day with GS Pro. You'll have to go through that if you don't already have that. But as you can see, we're on the range. And I have the Square connected, I have the Garmin running, and all you do once you unzip the files is just run two different programs. So the first one looks similar to what I was using before, connecting the Garmin to my computer to be able to use GS Pro. It goes through like the calibration, the interference test, all that stuff, and then just this separate program that you run at the same time gives you the swing speed data. So the Square is locked onto the ball. At first, I tried it just with the R10 to see if it worked, and it did. And I was curious if I came out here with the Square, if there would be any kind of interference. It is worth noting, I'm assuming back when I had the R10, sometimes it would pick up shots. I would say like 90% of the time it would, but sometimes it wouldn't. So like sometimes back in the R10 days, if you waggle a bunch of times, it kind of throws it off. So there may be one or two that don't pick up on this, but let's hit some shots. And I actually tried out something else, which you can maybe see on the swing speed that is really cool on top of this. But this is just my choke down approach wedge shot. So as you can see on GS Pro, that's like my 100-yard shot. It read it. It picked everything up perfectly. And if we look, I have it on my computer over here. That one registered at 70.5 miles an hour. So it gives you both the slowest and the fastest, which is cool, and that big white number is the last one. But this is awesome. Again, I know it doesn't solve if Square is your only launch monitor, your first launch monitor. I know it doesn't solve the fact that Square still doesn't have swing speed. But in the meantime, if you have a Garmin R10 laying around like I do, this is pretty awesome. And I'll just get in the habit of running the R10 at the same exact time that I run the Square now, and just have that program up so you guys can get swing speed, mainly for when I'm doing the driver swing speed training. But pretty darn cool. I think this is shot number 3. Those numbers should have changed each and every time. And one thing that I did try out, which is really cool, I haven't hit anything besides irons and then this. So if you have like a swing stick trainer, like the super speed sticks, I think there's 3 of them. I have this one, I got it on Amazon. It has the 3 removable weights, but even just a plain extra shaft, if you want to use this to swing. Cedron was actually telling me to do this to get some kind of primer swings of swinging quick. Even just a shaft without a head, you line it up to where you would hit the ball, and if you swing hard, 130.9, it's pretty darn cool that it can even register this without having to actually hit a ball. And I did kind of think about this. It's crazy that Rockstar Golf was able to put it together, but I had the thought of maybe being able to use this connected to my phone or something. I've only used the Garmin and tried it one single time when I was building this out before the Square even came. and I tried to connect it to GS Pro and was getting severe radar saturation. So it picked up like 1 out of every like 15 shots. So I was skeptical if this would even work. But from what my understanding, the way probably he built it is instead of the Garmin trying to read the ball speed, the launch angle, all that stuff, it's only just solely focused right now on the swing speed. So I think that eliminates a lot of factors. And so far, this just came out. I just heard about this very recently, but so far, I think all of them are reading, and it doesn't seem like we're getting any interference, which is really, really cool. So, quicker video here today, but major shout out to Derek at Rockstar Golf, also D-Load for letting me know. So that was just approach wedge and the driver shaft. If I hit something else just to show you guys, I'm kind of curious too. I'm walking back and forth and seeing if these are reading. So that last one was 113. This is just my 8-iron. I haven't even warmed up or hit any shots, but what did that read at? 101.1. So super cool. And basically all I did, I just plopped this thing down. I walked off just 7 feet from like where I hit from. So like right here, I literally just walked off 7 feet and just plopped it down, made sure it was pretty much close to in line. And the fact that it's only looking for the swing speed, it doesn't need to be like super calibrated. You don't have to worry about all the interference covering up the concrete, the metal, everything else. It seems to work pretty darn good. What was that one? So that was 83. The last one, what did it read as? 101? I guess the number's coming directly from the Garmin, so whether those numbers are right. '83. I wonder maybe if that first 8-iron was a misread from the Garmin. Either way, though, really, really cool. I'm going to wrap this up. Again, for the third time, major shout out to Rockstar Golf for making this happen. I'm actually going to do a live video or a live stream right after this, letting people know about this if they have a Garmin kicking around. But awesome job. And you guys will be seeing this program now pretty much for all the streams that I do on my computer with GS Pro. I'll just run it side by side. And the same thing specifically, it's going to be awesome for when I'm doing my road to 165 driver swing speed training. But head over to Rockstar Golf, make an account, download it for free. He was kind enough to do this and put it up for free. So like I mentioned earlier, consider donating. If you have any comments, questions, let me know down below. And like always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.